What's going on, guys? We did another video on Star Wars, but this one's going to be for Marvel, and this one's going to be kind of the same thing. Do I think Marvel is going to change? Do I think it's going to improve, especially with the success of X-Men 97 and also Deadpool and Wolverine? Well, I'm going to talk about that, but I also want your thoughts down in the comments below about, do you think the MCU can finally change? Do you think it's going to go in a better direction? Now, I did make another video stating on an idea I had for Blade, so go check that out if you guys did not see it. Then I'm just going to kind of give you a quick theory on what I had. Is if we had Wesley Snipes Blade in, whether it be the universe Deadpool and Wolverine are in or in the main universe, and have where something happens where Marshall Ali's Blade has to help him, does not really know a whole lot about what he's done. Maybe he lost his Whistler, and maybe Wesley's Blade becomes his Whistler, something happens, and then he gives the mantle to Ali and is like, hey, stand what I stood for and become the Blade that I was, but better, and something around those lines. Do that. And there's been a lot of rumors on the Ali movie getting shut down, like we're not doing this no more, and is the MCU safe? Robert Downey Jr. returning, and then all this other kind of stuff. And then there's been pitches for from the X-Men 97 one that did that he was like, hey, I got this idea for Blade and all this other kind of stuff with Wesley Snipes Blade. The fans want Wesley Snipes Blade. Let me go ahead and start that. We want Blade. I want Wesley Snipes to return as Blade. I don't want Ali's movie right now. I really don't, because again, the longer you keep waiting, we waited 5 years for this movie. There's been constant issues. There's been constant. This movie has not left the ground yet. It's not even. I would say it's walked and stumbled every time, like a newborn baby. Now, every time you turn around, there's always an issue. Um, then Ali's gone to Jurassic Park, where you would assume, yeah, he's going to make money. He's going to have to make money because he's waiting and he keeps waiting, keeps waiting, keeps waiting. Now, I'm not sure if they're gonna just throw this in the bin, and next thing you know, like, hey, don't worry about it, we're not doing this no more, this is what we're doing. But you got to think, we have to figure out a good way to be able to get a movie for Blade. There is a thing right now trending for recast Wesley Snipes as Blade. I really want that to happen because I think it is a good thing. But there's very little people saying, "Oh, well, he's old. He's this." It's like, guys, first off, Robert Downey Jr. is getting up there too. We have Ali's getting up there as well. I think he's like 10 years younger than Wesley. Same thing with Robert Downey Jr. I think he's maybe a few years younger than Wesley Snipes. But again, everyone's somewhat happy or mad that Robert Downey Jr. is returning. Same thing with Wesley Snipes. Again, he's getting up there. But okay, you want them to return, you want them to keep doing it, but why don't you want to give the same thing to Wesley, regardless of whatever actually happened on set for Blade Trinity? There's so many rumors about what happened. Me personally, I don't blame Ryan Reynolds. I don't blame Jessica Biel. I don't think they had anything to do with it. I think they're just there to to try to shoot a good movie, and between the director and others were trying to take the rights away from Wesley Snipes as Blade. From all the rumors that the director said, same thing with Patton Oswalt, I don't trust them as far as I could throw them. I don't care for them. If we get the director from Blade 2 or maybe the Russo brothers or something, I think we could have a great Blade movie. Now, do I think that the MCU saved? That is hardly, I don't know. Deadpool and Wolverine, I think all they did was they gave life back to the MCU. I don't think that they saved it. I think that they gave, like, hey, if we're able to do this and we can make fans happy, then I guarantee we're going to have something that fans want and fans love, and they need to continue that. And then all this backlash that we're getting from, I would say, the She-Hulk actress, her apparently getting angry at Ryan Reynolds, all this other kind of stuff, which is absolutely crazy because, again, Ryan Reynolds is trying really hard to go ahead and get Wesley his own movie for his Logan send-off, which I think needs to happen because Logan is actually one of my favorite movies. I mean, hell, get the director from Logan to do a Wesley Snipes Blade, and then we're good. But with Thunderbolts coming out, I'm not too excited about that. Same thing with Captain America. I'm gonna have to wait and see how I feel about that. Um, Agatha All Along, I don't care about that show. Trying to think anything else that may be coming out from Marvel wise. I'm excited about X-Men 97. I really think what they need to do, and again, if Kevin Feige among others have fired different activists and different ones that have tried to put their morals and their ideas into something that would not make sense with the characters, or putting characters in that we don't care about, because let's face it, Falcon and the Winter Soldier did not do as well as what people think. Same thing with She-Hulk. Same thing with Moon Knight, because Moon Knight was horrible in my opinion. I did not enjoy it as much as I did. She-Hulk I did not try. Miss Marvel I did not try. The Marvels failed. Marvel Secret Invasion failed. It's just all these failures. And people want to complain, oh, well, it's because, about race or about gender or about this and about that. It's like, no, the characters suck. It's that simple. The story sucks. The characters suck. The writing, the ideas that you're putting in here that doesn't make sense. You're not going along with the comics. You can kind of use the comics, kind of make your own. That's fine, but have it make sense, and you won't have fans complaining, and you won't complain about you didn't make no money. It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. And like I said in my Star Wars video, it's not hard to make a idea. It's not hard to put an idea on paper and have ones get behind it, because I guarantee you that there are fans out here, such as myself, that is Marvel, DC, Star Wars, anime, whatever, that can come up with better stories than these people in the writing room that have all these credits behind them, but they just keep failing, and they're not doing their job. They're not doing their work. They're not doing their credentials. They're not doing the history of what these characters stand for, who they are on paper, how much the fans love these characters, and do right by them and cast the right people for these roles, not because of this or that, or because they think, oh, this is a good idea by so-called today's standards. Actually put them out there because this is what fans want, not what you want, what fans want, so that way we can appease fans and also have butts and seats for the movie, make money, and then everyone's going to feel good, and we know, hey, we have faith in this character, we have faith in this actor, we have faith in this actress, we can do this, we can do that, and we can put butts in seats, make money, and then we can come back for another movie, like a sequel or a trilogy or a show or whatever have you. We have Daredevil Born Again coming out, which I'm excited about. We got Charlie Cox returning as Daredevil. We got, of course, John Bernthal returning as Punisher, which I'm ecstatic for. Same thing with do we care about Ironheart? No, I don't care about Ironheart. I don't care about that character. I think that they literally are just putting something there for fans that really don't want this character. Same thing with we need to do something with Thor. We need to do something with Hulk. We need to bring them back, make them badass again. We need to bring Black Panther back, make him badass again. Whether it be having Shuri become the Black Panther full time, or having another character become Black Panther, since, of course, Chadwick Boseman is no longer with us. That was a big unfortunate loss, not only to the world, but to the MCU as a whole. And I think that if Marvel actually sits down and listens to feedback from fans and actually has people that actually cares and actually wants to see a good product and wants to see a good continuation of this world that so many fans like myself love, then I think that it would be a great continuation, because we've been seeing Marvel now for so long, and now that they took a back seat and gone, okay, let's see if these two things do good. They did good, and it wasn't such filled with identity politics or with woke stuff or with having stuff about race, having stuff about gender. It's like, we don't care about that. We want to see great characters. We want to see a great story. That's what we want. That's what we need to do. That's what Marvel needs to do. That's what these writers need to do. That's what these producers need to do, directors, everyone, and get off their high horse and stop caring about this and actually just do the damn job. It's not that hard. Do the job, do the research, care about your people, care about the fans, don't shit on them, don't keep insulting them, and stop trying to appease a 5% ratio of a so-called fandom that don't care, that only want their 5 to 10 minutes in the sun. It don't matter what they think. It matters what the people that have been with you from the point jump. And they're going to raise their children like I am and like what I would do to make sure that, hey, this is a cool franchise. I think you'd like it. This is what I grew up on. This is like what your mom or dad grew up on. This would be cool. But again, it's not like that no more, because they want to appease everybody, and you get a 5-10% ratio of people that want to complain, and then they make things out of proportion, and then it just gets worse, and then they want to continue to appease, and then they're happy, but a good 80-90% of your fandom is not happy with what you did. So what exactly did you do? You just lost money. You just lost fans, you lost money, you lost credibility, and you lost people that don't care. And you've had so many people that have walked away from Marvel, that have walked away from other companies because of these ideas. So that is my say, guys. I don't know if it's going to change. I would say not hope for the best, but expect the worst. Try to hope for the best, see if we're getting anything better. If we do, great. If not, we already know what to expect. They've seen what happened with Phase 4. We've seen what happened with the ideas they had, especially with, Kang Dynasty. That was not the best thing to do. I think with that, with what happened with, what's his name that was supposed to be in there, and how they replaced him with Doctor Doom. Honestly, I think that was a better idea. I was not a fan of that character to begin with. I know we got Fantastic Four coming out. I'm not really thrilled about that either, but we can only see what's going to happen and how good it is or how crappy it is. But what's your thoughts about it? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.